on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and I'm out here in New York City. And you guys know a couple of months ago, like almost 5 months ago, I announced that I resigned my job after many years, and then I went abroad and I was out there for a couple of months making content. But now I'm back here in New York and I made a couple of videos around here, so you guys are probably wondering why did I came back. So I'm gonna stroll around Lower Manhattan and explain to you why I came back and show you some of the vibes out here. So without further ado, join me. This area over here never ceases to amaze me. It's pretty busy out here, but today is also like a Friday, so rush hour should be coming soon, you know. Ground Zero's over that way, which always costs me like a lot of nostalgic. And Seaport Park is over here in the corner. So the layout of Lower Manhattan is pretty different from the layout by Midtown. Usually the layout in Midtown is like parallel and the streets are in order, but here they go like more like a European style. But there's a lot to see over here in downtown. I think I like downtown better than Midtown. But yeah, one of the reasons that I came back, first of all, is because I still have my lease out here, obviously, but also because it's summertime, and I think summertime in New York City is probably one of the best out here in the States. It's just a vibe, you know, the festivals, block parties, the fact that you engage with people from different nationalities, different cultures all together. Even if you don't know them, you just go to a music event and you vibe with them, and it feels like you know them forever. I figured I came back to New York just to spend only the summertime over here and try to enjoy the most of the vibe, because every time in the summer when I was in New York, I was always working, so I didn't really get to enjoy like the full vibe of the summertime. But now that I got plenty of time and I'm doing my own thing, I could be here and enjoying anything I want in New York City. Then over here is Seaport Park, which is a local park out here, you know, in the lower part of Manhattan. And Christmas, they lit up this building. Then over here, they got like a Burger King, which I know you guys are gonna think like, wow, what's the thing about this Burger King? So the thing that blows my mind about this Burger King is that when World Trade Center in September 11 happened, when the Twin Towers came down, I saw footage of that Burger King over there, even with the smoke and everything. And it's good that even in this year, 2025, it's still standing strong out here. So, so I don't know, that's iconic. It seems like they're gonna build a tall building next to it, but the building is still solid. Like it looks the same. They probably maybe did a little retouch or something like that. But yeah, now I'm gonna walk in a little plaza right next to Ground Zero. I think I might have filmed here before, but just doing like an update and show you where you can get like a really good footage of Freedom Tower. This is the Freedom Tower here, which is the tallest building in the United States. And now we're gonna go towards this local park that they built over here, like the plaza. They got the stairs out here. They rebuilt this new church. It used to be an original during September 11. It got tore down, you know, it got tore down during the attacks, but now, yeah, I'm just gonna go all the way up here. So behind me there, they made a memorial garden for the 20th anniversary of the atrocities of September 11th. There's like a little sign written over there, but I can't really explain. This is called Liberty Park over here. I just see like a little, that explains, you know, it's an elevated 1-acre green space that offers some parallel views of the World Trade Center campus, and it sits on top of the World Trade Center Vehicle Security Center. Then one of the original spheres that was when the Twin Towers was around, it got saved and they put it right there ahead of me. So I'm gonna walk over there and show you guys. You can see part of the developments that's going on. They build this tall, thin buildings. Seems like they're gonna build something tall over here. And then like I said, the name of this church is St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church. I forgot where that it used to be, but they rebuilt a new one over here. And I think the structure is literally made of marble. So yeah. So they even got like a donor wall. Let me walk around here. I think this is like a newer part. I was trying to remember, it's been a minute. But yeah, here it explains a little bit. And I guess some of the names, you know. I think this is made out of marble too. Could be wrong, but you know, it's pretty beautiful what they do here. Once you go on top over here, look at this impressive view. Freedom Tower, but if you go ahead, you can see also Ground Zero, and then over here is the front part of the church. Let me walk over here and show you guys where the fountains are. The fountains, that's where the original Twin Towers used to be. You can see it's literally blocked by the trees. You have an idea what I'm talking about. Beautiful day today. It's not really like humid like it's been for the past days, but that's pretty normal like in the summertime, like the brutal heat that's going on over here. So, here's one of the original sphere that used to be, when the Twin Towers collided. You can still see some of the damage right here. Here they're displaying the Koenig sphere. I don't know if I pronounced it right. But here, that's what it used to be, the Twin Towers were right there. And so this is one of the few things that survived in this brutal attack right here. So now I'm just gonna start hitting the street level to see what action's going on, but then see the beauty of the Freedom Tower right there behind me. So this is like, a lot of people, they focus being on the street or by ground zero, but if you come to this park, Liberty Park, you can actually get some really good footage without the crowds out here. So like a new underrated spot that they built over this side. This over here is Seaport Park, but it seems like they're doing like some renovations or they're cleaning up the park. So they maintain it, Like I said, the Christmas time, they literally lit up all the lights out here. But wow, the sun is hitting in my back. But the previous Christmas that I filmed in New York, it's probably gonna be my last Christmas because I don't think I'm gonna be out here. Not sure where I'm gonna be. I'm probably gonna be back in the Philippines. So it'll be pretty interesting to show you the vibes in that country during the Christmas season. Because I think that's the country that has the longest Christmas season in the world. They literally start like in September. While it's still summer and hot out here, they're already having Christmas music over there in the Philippines. But now let me make it over here to Broadway, walk around, see what is the vibe going on over there. So I'll show you guys. We got this over here. Looking at these sculptures and some of the design of these buildings, it reminds me a little bit of Chicago. I forgot what street it was. Like they have like something like this in the building, pretty much similar. And then the thing I like about Lower Manhattan is the streets, how small they are, the way how they go between each other, and the architecture over here is just gorgeous. Like it gives it like a semi-European vibe, If you go to Midtown, it's mostly like, they still got a lot of old buildings, but it's like a lot of modern buildings and mostly, that's where all the tourists pass by and the workers, but here's like a different type of vibe. Here's Broadway. It's not too busy like many other times that I've been here. It was busy like a few days ago when I walked. But maybe during the daytime, and then we got the cemetery. And then Trinity Church is over there. If you walk towards the Wall Street area, that's where you get the good view. Beautiful structure of building. Like I said, next to the church, you got the cemetery, and it goes all the way towards the other side. I'm gonna do the opposite way. Instead of walking by Wall Street, I'm just gonna go all the way by Broadway and then turn back and show you some of the regular streets, and then we'll make it towards Wall Street and then figure out other areas that we can walk in Lower Manhattan. So it's more busy over here. You can see the crowds. And then I like this train station over here. Like this old structural building, the greenery, and then you could go underneath. It's mostly the 4 and the 5 train. So the 4 and the 5 train are mostly like express train. This area over here that I'm walking is getting a little bit more busier. And I think it's because all the tourists like to go towards the Bull. I forgot the name of that bull, but I don't even know what's special about that damn bull. I know it's been in a couple of movies, but every time you go, there's a line of people, unless you go in the nighttime to take a picture with the bull. But the lines are actually longer where the cojones, the balls are in the back. So let me see how the vibes are over there. So I see a crowd of people, but I don't see really like a massive line like I've seen many other times by the bull. But well, I'm just gonna show you from a distance what it looks like. So here you can see the crowd of people. Like I say, I don't really get the height with this bull, but then look at the line of people to take a picture with the bull in the back area. Like I said, I still don't get it. It goes all the way in the back. In my opinion, there's an attraction that's way better than the bull. And this architecture of this building, it's a National Museum of the American Indian or Native American. I'm gonna have to go inside one time because I'm a fan of history and it's good to know about the original habitats of the United States. But the architecture of this building over here is top notch, and then they got like a subway station right in front of it, so I'm gonna walk in front to show you guys. So here it is, it's the museum. Look at the beautiful building. Seems like they're doing some renovations over here, but you can see the details of the architecture. And then you got the subway station right in front, Boiling Green Station, the 4 and the 5 train. Like I say, it does like a lot of express stops out here, but yeah. This building is way better than looking at that bull, like I say. So now I'm just gonna detour in some of the regular streets out here. to show you the vibes of what's going on. They got also like a couple of cool coffee shops out here. I'll tell you, since I came back to New York, I've only had my regular coffee in the mornings in my house. I haven't gone to a coffee shop yet because I think I got so used to paying like an affordable price of coffee in the coffee shops abroad in Asia when I was visiting 6 countries for the past 4 months. Because I'm telling you, it depends obviously where you're going, but like a latte, depending what type of coffee you get, at some of these coffee shops, it could cost you like $7, $8, you know. But obviously it depends. In the Philippines or Thailand, Malaysia, I was paying like $2 maybe the most for a great coffee, you know. And this is the thing about Lower Manhattan, like the streets. You see how tight they are? This will take us straight to Wall Street. This is Broad Street. We're gonna walk towards there later, but now let's do a detour over here and walk towards Stone Street. Stone Street, I think, is one, if not the oldest street in New York City. And it's also kind of like a little Little Ireland. They have like a lot of Irish bars over there, you know, the way how the street looks like. It feels like if you're in the city of Dublin. So I got this wrong. Actually, this is Broad Street. I got it confused with the other one. This is Broad Street, and it'll take you all the way with the intersection of Wall Street. And then the first stop of the J train is right there. J train will take you all the way to Jamaica Center, Queens. So you could go there and transfer to the air train that goes to JFK. But the trick is it does a lot of stops. It goes from Brooklyn and Queens, but it's an affordable way, you know, to get to the airport without having to take an expensive taxi. So I'm gonna walk over here, South William Street. Street literally goes like around. There's another street over here, so I'm gonna go and then show you Stone Street. The beauty about the street is the architecture, but like I say, most of the streets in Lower Manhattan, they really have like some gorgeous architecture out here. So here's Pearl Street. And I'll show you a little bit, see the architecture, how beautiful it is. Goes over that way then. Look at the tall skyscrapers of Lower Manhattan surrounded. Not gonna lie, this area over here reminds me a little bit of Boston, Massachusetts, like the same vibe. Like it got like little tiny buildings surrounded by tall skyscrapers. And then the way how the layouts of the streets are designed, it kind of looks a little bit like that, like a semi-vibe of North End. I got to go back to Boston. That was a beautiful city for me to explore. Here we got more going on. Then they got the famous 787 coffee, and they got the big Puerto Rican flag out here. Really good coffee. Some of the best coffee shops you'll find in New York City. But it's not this one. It's like a chain that they got it all over New York. Even in the Bronx, they have it too. Wow, chata latte. That sounds good. And of course, a beautiful flag. And I'm about to make it to Stone Street over here. Gotta make a left and then I'll make a right. So here's beautiful, the cobblestones, some local business out here. You can see the older buildings. And then Stone Street should be right there. Right now, because it's summertime, they have outdoor dining area. This is Stone Street here. Look how busy it is. And you can see the architecture on the top. Wow, I forgot that today is Friday, so they're probably doing happy hour out here today. But this is actually the oldest street in New York City. And the nighttime is gorgeous too, because they lit up all of this. So you got bars with restaurants, family, people who get off of work and they do happy hours. Not gonna lie, I kind of miss those vibes when I was working out here, and from time to time I would hang out with some friends after work and, you know, have food or have some drinks and stuff. Good times though, but like I say, not everything lasts forever. So life goes on, and you got to do changes in your life sometimes. And as you see, some of the streets that keep going, very tall buildings, but I'm gonna detour over here because I want to show you like a really cool intersection. What you got the Delmonico restaurant? This is a hotel over here. See how tall the building is? Wow. And the thing about Lower Manhattan, it could get a little confusing. Like, where do you go? Here, or here? This is Delmonico. So you got to cross the street and the other side, so you can get like a nice view. Even this little building behind me is pretty nice. And then of course Delmonico, that's right here. It's gorgeous, right? Then another cool thing about this intersection, look up. See all the skyscrapers that I'm literally surrounded by? You gotta look all the way up and then you see all of that. But let me cross the street to show you the other vibe of Delmonico. So this is the famous Delmonico restaurant, but see it looks a little bit like the Flatiron building. But then this little building in the corner also is beautiful. The architecture, the details. And then it's surrounded by this new skyscraper, which I think is a hotel. But I think it literally explains one of the reasons why I prefer lower Manhattan over Midtown Manhattan and just the architecture. The thing about this is mostly like financial district, mostly like, you know, corporations and buildings. So usually in the nighttime or on the weekend, it's a little bit like quiet this area unless they go towards where the Bull or the World Trade Center is. Most of the people, they focus on Midtown, but I think it's probably even better because it's much more chiller vibe. And also I think it's really close to my house. Another cool thing is you can walk all the way towards the end and take the Staten Island ferry and ride around, and you pass the Statue of Liberty, you pass Hudson River, you know, and you go to Staten Island. So in the streets, I was literally surrounded by tall buildings with beautiful architectures. It's a pretty nice building over here. 20, I wonder what it is. But look how much effort they put in the details out here. But now let's hit Wall Street to see what are the vibes over here. Doing kind of like the touristy stuff, but you know, just like a little mix of a video for blog and explaining, you know, why that I came back here. I think this might explain why, you know, just the vibes. During the summertime, it hits different. Even though in the winter, the city's still popping, but I think it gets much better during the fall, the summer, and the spring season. But the summertime is probably the best, even though the weather's are hot and humid out here. This is Wall Street right here. Pretty iconic street in New York City. The New York Stock Exchange is right there in the corner. And this building over here, they've been renovating it for a while. And you can see Trinity Church all the way at the end, so. Here you got it. Most of the people, they hang out over that side, you know, New York Stock Exchange. Then the Trinity Church all the way at the end over here, you know. This is like a really nice, tight street. Broad Street is right here. Also in the Christmas season, while a lot of people, they focus on the Rockefeller tree, I think my best tree is right here in Broad Street and Wall Street. They be setting up like a huge, massive tree, and you really don't got like the crowds comparing to Rockefeller Center. But here's always busy because they got like this little girl that stands here like the 366 days of the year. Whether it's cold or hot, this little girl statues over here, so I'm gonna see. Most of the people, just like the border, taking pictures with that little girl. Here you got it with the huge American flag. Gotta make sure I don't photobomb people. A lot of people come here to take pictures, you know. And here's a little girl. Oh, here she is, yeah. This little girl's actually really famous. And then I know there's a lot of controversy, you know. Well, not really controversy, but you know, like a lot of locals, they say how the tourists, they can be annoying. And maybe they can have a point and stuff, but also I'll put it this way, because I saw this like in a TikTok video. Keep in mind, you know, the locals, New Yorkers, or people who came in New York for a long time and they made the city their home. A lot of the people that visit here, who knows how much work they had to put, how hard they had to work, how much they had to save money just to come and vacation here in the city that you live and work. So keep that in mind. I know it could be a little bit of a hassle there in the way, taking the pictures, but you know, this is one of the cities in the world that most of the people, they dream to come to. Not maybe living, but at least to visit and sightsee over here. And you know, whatever they did, wherever the hardship is, they came all the way here and they made it happen. So, you know, keep that in mind, you know, especially when you come to touristy areas like this. So yeah, but now I'm probably gonna walk my way towards Nassau Street to see what are the vibes, and I'll probably head towards the Seaport District. Gonna make over here, because there's like a local plaza that's really cool and it connects you to the other side of Nassau Street. Once you go to Nassau Street on the other side, you'll be on Fulton Street. And the trick of that is like you stand like in the middle of the street and you get a perfect grid of the Freedom Tower combined with Fulton Street. So a lot of people who do photography, they do that. Look at the tall buildings over here. A lot of the buildings are old. They're renovating a thin building over that side. And this is the local plaza over here that I'm gonna make a left and show you guys a little bit of the vibes are going on around here. So here we got a wide plaza and a nice sculpture. You can see how tall the building is over here. But that's why they call it in Spanish, La Ciudad de los Rascacielos, New York, skyscraper city. I heard the city with the most skyscrapers is Hong Kong. So eventually in the future, I'm gonna make my way towards Hong Kong, because Since I was a kid, I've always wanted to go to Hong Kong. I tell you, thank you God for the weather today. Like these past days, especially yesterday, it was just brutal, like hot. Like I took a shower, I hit the streets, and I was literally bathed in sweat. Like the humidity was too much. But I saw in the news that today, the humidity was gonna be less than the past days, so God bless for that. That's the only cons that I don't like about the summer in New York City. Here we are again, hitting Nassau Street. It's gonna get more interesting when I walk towards that way. Then over here, this will take you towards where I was before, World Trade Center. This is Liberty Street right here. You go all the way down, it takes us straight to the waterfront. And over here, you can see how the vibes changes comparing to the other side. Over here, the streets are a little bit more tighter. They got a couple of business, like in the first level. A couple of pizzerias around. They even got a Joe's Pizza right here in the borderline of Nassau and Fulton Street. No matter what time you go, it's always like busy out here. This is what I'm talking about. You see the pizzeria right there, and they got like a smoke shop. And even if you detour on some of the regular streets, it's pretty nice to look at. Like the architecture, you can see. You see how tight the streets are. So, and the thing I can never get rid of in New York City, scaffolding. Everywhere you go, man, scaffolding. That's something that's, I think it's impossible to get rid of, no matter what block you go, you know. So, seems like here they're gonna build something. You know, the thing about New York, they be tearing down a lot of buildings and they pop up new ones. Even in spaces that are really tiny, they still manage to fill up the space and build like a super tall, high-rise skyscraper. Here in the corner, I'm approaching Fulton Street, and I see a beautiful architecture here in the corner. I'm gonna start heading down right, all the way towards the end, towards Seaport District. But if you look towards the left, you're gonna see the Freedom Tower. Over here to my right, I'm literally just passing Joe's Pizza. So packed that I literally see people on the sidewalk sitting down eating their pizza. So I think if you go like a little bit late in the night, it's not gonna be really that packed. But there is plenty of other pizzerias that they have probably the same taste or even better than Joe's Pizza. I guess because it's super touristy, people come out here. But you know, you just gotta know where to look around here. There's tons and tons of pizzerias throughout the entire boroughs all over New York City. So, and I'm just gonna walk all the way towards Seaport District, see what are the bars over there, and then I'm probably just gonna wrap up my video down that way. And this is what I'm talking about. If you go a little bit more ahead and you're standing in the middle, as long as no cars are passing by, you're gonna get a good shot of the Freedom Tower with greater Fulton Street, which is actually pretty dope. So now I'm literally approaching Seaport District, a block down. And in the nighttime, it's pretty nice over here, you know, like the lights are lit up. It's literally by the water, by East River, then you can see the skyline of downtown Brooklyn. But it looks like it's pretty busy out here today, so let's see what's going on. And this is it right here. They got like a happy hour joint right there. It's like a lighthouse too, but they're renovating it. And then I like how the cobblestones are right here, paved. I'm gonna do it different. Instead of going that way, I'm gonna go down this way to show you some of the vibes over here. Then we make it back towards the other side, because over here is more quieter and they got nicer architecture. Here you see some of the cobblestones, you know, a few blocks down. And back in the days, the buildings used to be like this, old and historic, you know. So there's a lot of history happening over here. 19th century, you know, buildings. See how nice the street is. Got a couple of bars around here, you know, people eating. They got the outdoor sitting area. There's also like a little local square or park or plaza, however you guys want to call it, right next to the Brooklyn Bridge. So I'm walking over here, and then I'm gonna turn back towards the other side to show you what's going on. The thing is that there's music on the other side, but I'll probably insert it in the B-roll. This is like the square that it got, and you can still see some of the beautiful architectures going on over here, and then this open plaza that's happening right here. Just gonna make it towards the other side, and then I'm gonna walk towards the waterfront so we can admire downtown Brooklyn, and then I think it'll be a perfect spot for me to do the grand finale and wrap up this amazing video over here. Like a simple video, but I had a blast filming it for you guys today. Now here I'm making it towards the other side. It's even nicer. Seems like they renovate a little bit the area. They open up the pedestrian area, but it's pretty busy out here. I'll show you what's happening in front. This is what you got going on. People here drinking, you know, people just chilling and sitting down. This is actually a museum. Not sure how long it's been here. Then here you see all the view of Lower Manhattan. Now I'm gonna walk towards the end so you can see the river and downtown Brooklyn. That's a really nice looking skyline. And now they built like a really tall building on that side. It's called a Brooklyn Tower, and it shapes like the skyline of Brooklyn. I don't really hang out here often, but it's a really nice area to hang out. There goes the New York City ferry. Then here it is, downtown Brooklyn, and the Brooklyn Bridge right there. Look at this beautiful, gorgeous, underrated view. And the river, wow, the river looks like it's a little bit heavy now, but you get this beautiful, nice view. I'm just gonna make it towards the other side. They have a boat in the other area, like music and stuff. So sometimes they be doing like events and yachts and boats. There's actually a boat over here. I wonder what it is about. Look at this. Look how high up it is over here. It's cool, but I would be dizzy riding one of those things. This is the other side. See, other people got their own chairs here and they can sit and enjoy the view. Like I said, the weather is just spectacular today, so wow, what a gorgeous evening. And then wow, they renovate this, they made it like new. Sometimes they do music events out here, so it's really cool to see what's being going on so far. And then here you got the Brooklyn Bridge, the iconic Brooklyn Bridge out here. But I think this is gonna be a perfect spot for me to wrap up this video. And as you guys see the bar over here, right? This is explaining exactly why that I came back to New York City, because summer was approaching and this is the perfect time to spend right here in the city. So hopefully maybe one more time I can enjoy all of this before I head back abroad. But yeah, that was the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.